Absolutely. I think that could be helpful for the legislators to pass that on to their colleagues from other districts to connect some of the need for this.
Okay. We're going to be up to Josh and George looking into that particular piece of legislation and putting out the resolution.
Thank you. Anyone else in that second row? Moving on to the fourth row, the back of the room. Anyone?
I just want to tell you that I texted Kim and
Okay.
she said that she never got a confirmation back from Nikki. So anyway, we'll have to reschedule.
Okay.
So
Thank
she's
you.
like,
Thank you.
No problem. I do.
Okay. Take your time. Trust me, I feel you.
Arlene Pfeiffer, 494 Mary Street. And every time I come here, I'm gonna start beating you in the head over the creek. What I'm finding with kayaking, we're getting a lot of washout. We've got 5 Washington Street. There's a sidewalk. We're getting washout into the creek. Levita's was actually the old arcade hotel back in the late 1700s. There's a buckle in that wall. And what I'm concerned about is with the building, which I would love to see the appliance, that building would be great as condos, but I'm concerned with the construction that's going to go on. That embankment there is weak, along with Lippincotts. Everything's pushing back into that creek, and that oxbow is historic. It's a gem that we have in Mount Holly that I'd like to be seen used for kayakers. It'd be a great place. Whenever I bring groups out and we go kayaking, first thing I say is when we're done, we're going back to Village Idiot. We're going to go eat a downtown pizza. It's a great little spot that I'd like to see. It's going to take a while, but it's fun to paddle. It's about the safest, nice little quaint paddle, and you're staying in a historical spot. And that part of the oxbow is known back to the 1700s. The Gaskell brothers dug out the mill race, which Winzingers are that was hand dug. This whole town was built on mills, grist mills, and we've lost a lot of that history to everything else that's going on. And I'd like to see the oxbow be brought back to as beautiful as it was at one time. We don't have hacks anymore. Tired of people paddling up in Smithville. That's not as fun as the tidal section that we have here and going all the way out to the Delaware. There's a lot along the water that we have to keep up with, and we're sort of neglecting it for everything else we have to do. So I'll keep coming in and bringing little tidbits in for you.
I have a tidbit for you too before you leave.
Okay.
This is new information. We're currently looking into funding possibilities for doing exactly what you're looking to do. It's brought to our attention that there's a possibility under Brownsfield's funding for recreational rehabilitation, not so much wasted properties like where dumping would be.
Right.
So we're looking into that, and if there's possibility of funding, we may be able to use some of those funds to
Yeah,
rehabilitate some of the banks.
It's a great little spot. Heights
Again,
the
it's just
best, but
information at this time.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where it goes, but at least it's something towards
okay,
what we're
great.
looking at.
I'll be kayaking some more. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm back. Jeff Eversmeyer, Rotary, Broad Street. 6 months ago, I gave you a list of properties in terrible need of something. And I'm riding around town, and we had a couple lawns that were cut. But I'm looking at the properties like the one on across from Robin's Nest, the white building. Nothing's being done. Some of them people are renting, people are living in them, or they're sitting vacant. And now I see that we're gonna take over, I guess, Madden's Hardware, which was a UEZ project. I don't know how much money we gave the person for that. Evidently, we got none of our money back from that deal. Now we're taking the property back. I mean, you guys and the UEZ and everybody's responsible for the finances of the residents of Mount Holly. You're supposed to be watching out for us and our property values and our taxes and everything else going on. It's very disheartening to ride around town, watch people rent properties, cut them up, 4 or 5 people living in a property that I couldn't get a CO to rent, and yet they're still renting them. And Josh Brown has a list. He's had it for 6 months. I don't know whether it's things that we just can't accomplish in this town because for whatever reason. But you guys got elected again, so that evidently people are happy that you guys are in. We've changed a lot of things in Mount Holly, but to me these things are important. Another thing that's really bad is, to me, the historic character of our town is the one thing we have in Mount Holly. And now I'm seeing steel doors go up on Victorian homes and get blocked over, and I go down to the council, find out you guys changed the ordinances, and you don't have to go to the historic commission, there is no historic commission. What's going on? When did all that happen? So, don't you guys care about the character of our town? I mean, it'd be great to see everything new and shiny, if that's what you guys want. But it's unbelievable. In 6 months, I'd like a report from Josh as to where we stand. Have any of these people been in court yet? Or we just can't do anything? And one's the big building, the old Lakes Appliance building back there. The guys can't even mow the yard or cut down the trees or make it look pretty. He hasn't even redeveloped it. So what you're telling me is I shouldn't do anything in my properties in town. Nobody else in Mount Holly should do anything to their properties. We should just let them all get in disrepair. And you guys aren't gonna do anything about it. Because if you guys ever cite me again, I'm gonna sue you. And I'm gonna get everybody who ever got a ticket in Mount Holly to go after you guys for selective code enforcement. Because that'll be. It'll be selective code enforcement. You know, I'm about on the end. I guess I'll start Facebooking and getting people to come to the township council meetings and stuff. But evidently, we don't care about the way our town looks. Because 20 properties and nothing's been done. There had to have been one of them that we could have taken care of out of 20. So check with Josh, maybe Josh knows where we're standing. I would like to know, I guess we'll have to go to Sunshine Law, see if anybody's even been to court for it. And Madden's, I don't know why we're taking Madden's hardware back. We gave away a lot of money for that building. And we're getting nothing in return, but a rundown building's been totally gutted. How did that happen? We have 2 code enforcement officials, and we have a manager, we have a council, we have all these people in government supposed to be watching out for the residents of Mount Holly. None of that should go on, ever.
Amy Eversmeyer, 203 Broad Street. I'm here about land ordinance 2014-10, it's the historic preservation ordinance, which was rewritten 2 years ago. So, we have a historic district. It's listed on the state national registers, and we're also a CLG currently. So we do not have a historic commission, correct? So are we going to appoint one? By ordinance, we were supposed to have a commission, and we're supposed to have monthly meetings. We don't have a commission. We have, I guess, Ellen Hollowell's.
The ordinance was often misinterpreted, she's my discussing with council right now.
Sorry, your rules, I could barely hear that.
I'm sorry, I said I can provide a memo to council. We did look at a couple of years ago, provide a memo on all that.
We rewrote the ordinance 2 years ago. So now we have a high street district, and then we have a historic district that's everybody else. So if you're in the high street district, you'll get reviewed if you wanna, do something to your property. But if you're not, you can do anything you want. It's a free-for-all. I have a building on Broad Street, 206. It's attached to 208 Broad Street. My property is key. It's got a brand new metal roof. It's got wood windows. It's been totally restored. 208 sat empty for years. It just got flipped. Last week they came in. It's a twin. They pulled out every wood window in the dumpster. I went down to the township. I said they're taking out the windows. They said, well, they don't need a permit. They can do whatever they want. So now we have nice vinyl white windows in there. So this week they're vinyl siding it. So I went down to the township and I said, where's the permit? Where's the approval from the historic commission? Well, they don't need approval. So it wasn't vinyl before, now it's vinyl. So the house has a tin roof on it, and if that goes down, what are we gonna do about that? Do you want the pictures?
Yes, please.
We have no historic commission, no review, that's my house. Totally restored. They're currently, vinyl siding that. They have a tin roof, I have a metal roof. We put wood shutters back on, we restored the whole porch. It's a key property in a historic district. The property next door is bought as a flip. It's totally vinyl sided. There's no rules. And I said, well, what are they gonna do? Are they gonna cap the windows? Are they gonna cap the because there's no review. So any property in our historic district right now, that's why we have steel doors on Victorian houses. You can rip out every window, you can do whatever you want. We are in the state and national register of historic properties.
Well, first of all, you couldn't get anybody to go to the meetings, that was one of the issues. But then it was the
To go to the meetings, there's no commission.
No, the commission, couldn't get anybody to serve, and they weren't getting.
No, we had a commission, I know people that were on the commission. You
And their
guys,
terms were
you
expired.
guys expired their terms.
No, their terms were expired.
And you didn't reappoint anybody.
No one else,
When it was
no one
full, they couldn't
reapplied.
get form. Those
Nobody-
were- that was the
nobody
only thing.
knew.
It's not accurate that there's no review whatsoever, when there's.
The review is Alan Hollowell, who's a not trained person. We are a CLG, we're a certified local government through the state of New Jersey. We can get all kinds of grant money, we can have workshops, we're eligible for all kinds of stuff, but we have to follow the rules. These are our rules, this is your ordinance. We're not following the rules. There's no review. I am adversely affected by the other side of that property, because my property is key. There's nothing I can do, there's no meeting I can go to and say, hey, vinyl sided, I don't care, but hey, let's do it right. Let's paint the frames, the wood frames. Let's not cap the fascia. Let's not tear off that tin roof. Now that I have a beautiful metal roof on my property.
Something we need to look at and reassess.
And I've asked
and wait
before,
for the memo from
and I,
our solicitor.
and there, the next thing is gonna be the property on High Street. The county building that we traded. That's falling down, it's gonna be demolition by neglect. What are we gonna do with that? It's now our property. We have to maintain it. And you're not gonna be able to just flip that.
Technically, it's not
It's
our
across
property.
the street
Yeah,
from a building
technically
that's
it's
a
not our
national
property yet.
historic landmark. There's two, right there on High Street. You have to protect the district, the whole district, not just High Street. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Seeing none, we're gonna close the public portion for tonight and move on to the consent agenda. Tonight, we have a few resolutions on. Yes.
2016-167, you can take that one.
Okay, so we're going to pull resolution 2016-167, to have that table,
I'd like to have 170 pulled, please.
and 170 pulled, so we'll vote on that separate. So our consent agenda tonight will consist of resolution 2016-163, 164, 165, 166, 168, and 169, including the bill list and the department reports. Does anyone up here have any questions or concerns with that resolution or consent?
Motion to table resolution 2016-167.
All right, we have a motion to table 2016-167. Do we have a second?
170 just being done.
170 is just
We're just
being
pulling that
voted on
separately.
separately.
Okay.
So we're just gonna table, our motion to table 167. Do we have a second?
Second.
Roll call?
Mr. Brown? Mr. DeFalco?
Yeah.
Mrs. Sykes?
Yes.
Mr. Thiessen?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes. So we'll move on with the consent agenda as 163, 164, 165, 166, 168, 169, the bill list and the department reports.
Motion to approve the consent agenda as read by the mayor.
I have a first, do I have a second? Roll call?
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Mr. DeFalco?
Yes.
Ms. Sykes?
Yes.
Mr. Thiessen?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes. And we have resolution 2016-170. It's a resolution authorizing a shared service agreement between Mount Holly Township and Willingboro Township for animal control services.
And the only reason I asked for it to be removed, I have to vote. I know it's technicality, but this is the biggest waste of money we do all year. I've asked for the reports of what Willingboro actually provide, the service they provide to us. Like, they come like twice a month for $1,500 a month. Like, that's a job I'd like to have.
And
I'll
then
take it.
$50 extra.
Half price.
Right. So we're paying Willingboro $18,000. I realize we have to have a service, it's a required, but by next year, we need to figure out an alternative for this. As I said, and to my detriment, I said this last year and I did nothing, and I will correct that, the following year, but this is a total waste of money. Like $750 to ride from Willingboro to here, pick up a cat, take him to the shelter. That's, I like that kind of job.
Did we go out and look for, like, I remember last year we talked about this, did we
Right.
get other prices and they came up higher, or we got nothing back?
I can indicate, I believe that at least, I don't know the total number, a number of municipalities have a shared service agreement with Willingboro. I don't know the total numbers, but I know that, I believe we have, but I think other municipalities have also looked at other, options. I can issue the info on that.
To my detriment, I brought it up last year and I did not do anything about it, and I'll be the first to admit that.
Numbers is what
This is waste.
She just said she got an email about this very subject.
And, yeah, just this morning I just got an email, from Medford about another.
Motion to table resolution 2016-170?
Well, do we have to pass it then?
Table.
We have a motion to table, 2016-170, do we have a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Mr. DeFalco?
Yes.
Ms. Sykes?
Yes.
Mr. Thiessen?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes. Right, so we'll move on to matters to be reported by the interim township manager.
Just for someone who brought it up, there was the memo, your bond sale. We did get reviewed by Moody's. We had the highest rating. They said that our township's in excellent shape. And we have a AA negative rating.
Good stuff. Thank you. By our solicitor,
I have nothing further to report.
thank you, sir. Anyone by council? Mr. Brown? Mr. Thiessen?
Just congratulations to our two officers who got promotion, and also to your grandfather, Mr. Jones, on his service to our country.
Thank you. Ms. Sykes?
All set for the re-election of our three councilmen.
Lieutenant?
Thank you, Billy.
Thank you. Mr. DeFalco?
Yes, a couple things. I'm not sure when the next meeting is going to be, but the December 2nd, we are having our tree lighting here in town. Put it on your calendars, 6 to 9 p.m. There's going to be things a little bit different this year. There is no parade this year. There is a lack of volunteers for the parade, but we have a lot of stuff going on this year. There will be horse and carriage rides. We have a human snow globe. We have a Christmas train that will be going around. Adults and children can ride. All kinds of things. Live music, carolers. I'm just waiting for confirmation, but it looks like we're going to have the cast and crew from the Walnut Street Theaters, Dickens' A Christmas Carol here as well, performing a 10-minute performance from what they do over in Philadelphia. So there will be a lot. Look at Facebook. The night will be packed from 6 to 9. There will be no downtime. So put it on your date. It'll be a fun evening, free evening for everyone to come in, enjoy the event. Aside from that, that's all I have.
Thank you. Yes, I'd like to, give a thanks to our sergeant and our police force for everything that they do. Our new sergeants finished 1 and 2 on their test scores, which is remarkable. The Veterans Day celebration that we had this past weekend, on Friday, the VFW and the American Legions, they did a great job. It was very nice to see everyone come out. And I'm looking forward to our holiday celebration. I'm not looking forward to Christmas because then I gotta buy presents for my kids, but I look forward to the celebration because it's always a great time in
Good
town.
kickoff.
It's a good kickoff. Our next meeting is scheduled for December 12th at 7 p.m. I hope to see everyone out there. Thank you guys for coming.